What's up guys, this is Ranger Autobot 97 back with another video review, and today we're going to be taking a look at the new Transformers Legacy Voyager class G2 universe, Jhiaxus. And as you can see here we have Jhiaxus here in his jet mode here, and which is a fairly close representation of what we see him here from the G2 comics here. And despite not knowing much about the character other than he's the evolution-obsessed villain here of the G2 comics, this is a really solid representation here of the character in both the vehicle mode and the robot mode. Now starting off here with the jet mode here, as you can see here, you got the red here for the nose cone here, and you got the really nice silver striping right there. I believe that's silver striping. No, that's not silver striping, that's the yellow. Yeah, that is silver striping. That is silver striping, which is really painted here on the inside here of the gold plastic, which makes up the rest of the fuselage here. And as you can see here, you got the translucent here for the cockpit, and you got the yellow striping here on the actual cockpit itself. And as you can see, you got Jhiaxus' head poking out right the head right there. And taking a look at a closer look at the details here of the figure, you can see you got the metallic silver paint here, what will be with the shins here for his robot mode, and you got the green here for the back wings right there, and you can see you got the tail fin, and you got the red here for the thrusters, which are blast effect compatible, which unfortunately I do not possess right there. But this is a really solid jet mode. But the one other complaint that I have here is obviously this. This is basically the undercarriage here, which is basically his arms right there. But I can forgive that considering how solid he already is. In terms of the accessories here, you can see here's his one gun here. We're going to take a closer look here, if you can focus right there. And as you can see, you got the really nice details right here with the two tubing here right on the side, and a little bit three tubing right there. You can see there's also a little peg right there, which is also blast effect compatible right there. And there's a little peg right there where you can store here on his back here in robot mode. And the other accessory, which is basically going along with the Energon infused theme of Year 1 of Legacy, is actually the miniaturized version of this gun right there. And it has the same details here overall, and it's nicely painted silver here on a translucent plastic, but just be careful, it's going to be really brittle right there. In terms of the storage here, you can, if you want to, you can plug it here on the guns right, plug in the guns right there on the sides of the legs here. And you can plug it right there, or as I would like to do, you can see there's a little peg hole right there, where basically where the shins are right now. You can plug in here right there to create the sensor right there that he had in the vehicle mode. But actually this character was never actually seen here in vehicle mode there. But overall, it's a really solid looking jet mode. Now in terms of the vehicle mode size comparison, here we have Legacy G2 Universe Jhiaxus compared next to Warper Cybertron Kingdom Voyager class Cyclonus. And as you can see here, Jhiaxus is a little bit smaller in length here than Cyclonus here in general. And in terms of the undercarriage here, Cyclonus wins hands down here. But this is going to be very record game here, because these two are really amazing figures here. And the robot mode of Cyclonus was already amazing and clean looking here. And Jhiaxus here is also no exception at all. For another vehicle mode comparison, here's Jhiaxus next to Studio Series 86 movie Scourge. Here's Jhiaxus next to Studio Series Bumblebee movie Voyager Thundercracker, who's a very big tetrajet here by comparison here. Now in terms of the transformation here, much like Kingdom Voyager Cyclonus, is really cool and very amazing, and it results in an absolutely fantastic looking robot mode. To start the transformation here, first thing you want to do here is unpeg the wings here from this strut right there. It's going to take a little bit of finagling right there, and their wings are connected here by the struts here. And then, as you can see here on each side of the struts where wings are attached to, there are little slots right there, and there is a little tab right there. So when you bring the wings forward here like so, they're going to stop right there. They have a natural stopping position right there. And then rotate here at this section here, so that you can bring the wing backwards like so. And then I'm going to peg in here on this side right there. Do the same thing over here, and then fold in the wingtips here. Then come around here to the back section, or should I say come to the underside, and then unpeg the arm sections here from the thighs, so you can flip out the back wings right there on the sides of his legs. Then unpeg the thrusters here from the soles of his feet. There, so it's going to be really easy here. Then separate the legs. Then you can separate here like so. Then flip out the foot right there. And bring this along here down. Then as you can see, there's a little tab right here on the inside of the knee, and that's gonna peg in here on this sole here, right inside right there. So bring it here like so, and then take the one half of the fin section here, rotate this around, and that's gonna cover here on the sides of the leg. Here, do the same thing over here. Untap this section here, here right there. Then bring it about this section here so you can get the clearance to flip up the foot. Then take the fin section here, and it's gonna clip in here to fill the side, and then the thruster itself is gonna fill out on the inside of the leg, which is really cool here. And there you have his legs pretty much done right there. Around here into the top, and then you can flip this section here with the wing assembly right there, and fold it inside right there and plug it in right there. Then take the entire shoulder section here and hold this up like so. Brings it to the shoulder center right there. Then untap the arms right there. And we will bring the sides of the torso right there as well. Then come around here to the inside of the arms, flip out the panel and flip out the vest, which is really nice. I'm really glad that they had the forearm panels right there. Do the same thing over here, because we see mostly on the Voyager figures here, you got the really nasty inside hollowness on the inside of the forearm to flip on, for the transformation purposes. But I'm glad that they included some forearm flaps right there. Then take the entire waist section here and rotate that around so that the front, so that the back is facing you now. Then, now for the cockpit section here, untap this section right there. Then flip this section around where the head is, and take the shoulder sensor right there. Flip in here in the middle here like so you can get the clearance here to fold in the nose cone. And fold this section down like so to form the chest, and rotate this around so you can get the shoulder sensor right there. Then flip out the head, and as you can see here, got the white tab right there where basically the neck is, and it's going to peg in here on the inside right there. So bring it around like so, and there is Jhiaxus almost right there. And to complete the look, take this section, take this piece right here, pop it off of the front of the gun, and then plug it in here to complete his look. And there you have Transformers Legacy Voyager class G2 universe Jhiaxus in his robot mode. And all I can say is, wow. Once I got hold of this guy, once I took him out of the box, I couldn't stop messing around with him. The jet mode was equally amazing, but when you take into account the transformation here, once you get the hang of it here, it's really enjoyable and very satisfying here, and it results in a fantastic looking robot boat right there, and it screams the G2 right there. Now, in terms of the holding of the weapons here, as you can see here, I had him holding this gun right there, with his one fist opening right there, because that's right, he has articulated hands right there, unlike Earthrise Optimus and even Kingdom/Legacy leader Galvatron here, which is really cool here. Now, in terms of where you want to put this gun right here, there's a ton of ports right there here on the shoulder. You can put it here on right there. You can put it on the arm, and where, as I would like to do, oops, I accidentally dropped that. So you can see here, got a port right there on the back, and you can put it here right like so here where the gun is stored. You can pick it however you want to, which is really cool here. Just straighten up here just a little bit, and as you can see here, this is Jhiaxus all the way through. This is the very accurate representation here of how he appeared in the Marvel comics, which I never read and don't know about it either at all. Now, taking a little bit of a closer look here of the details here, as you can see here, starting out with the head, just look at this guy. He's very rumpy, very rumpy. And then you can see here, got the green here for the eyes, you got the yellow here for the mouth itself, you got the red for the entire head here, and there's the silver right there for the tubes here. I believe it's kind of like a breathing apparatus right there for his head, for attached on the sides of his head. And you got the really nice, you got the vents here, kind of like the vents here on the sides of the shoulder, and you can see the really nicely sculpted detail. I don't know how you can pick it out here. And again, very nicely sculpted right there, and even the back right there, even though it's a little bit faint missing right there, but this is really amazing here. And I also love the fact that his legs here are actually filled out here by the thrusters of the jet mode and also the fin here. And again, if you want to, you can flip out the wingtips here to give him much more like kind of like a secret look right there, which that's how I like to display. But for the review purposes, I'm gonna fold it here, like this here. And again, you got the Cybertronian Empire G2 symbol right there. And again, not sculpted much here on these sides of the legs right there, but I also love the fact here that there's this metallic silver paint right there on the inside the shins to give him much more of a menacing look. And he can, by looking at him, he can absolutely give some devastating damage here to late G2 Optimus and perhaps even Megatron, as we saw in the comics. I mean, he was so powerful. I mean, this guy almost gives us the vibes of Lockdown, the bounty hunter, where he's actually, unlike Lockdown, he's obsessed with the evolution here, which is really cool here. Now, in terms of the articulation here, he's very nicely articulated here. So in terms of the head here, he's on the ball joint. You can rotate in and out. You can move up and down, and a little bit of side to side right there. The shoulders here are on the universal joints right there. You can rotate all the way around, but due to the wings here, you can't do so. You can move in and out here like so. You got the bicep swivel. You got the 90-degree bend here at the elbow, and as you can see here, you got the wrist swivel here, and got the articulated fingers again, but they're really tight on mine. You got the waist swivel here like so. Universal hips here on the, you can kick forward that far, but you can kick back just a little bit because like it before he hits the skirt. You move in and out, so you can do a beautiful spread Cody Choppy the Hong right there. You got the thigh swivel right there. You got the 90-degree bend here at the knee. And in terms of for the foot articulation, you can move up and down here just a little bit for the transformation, using the transformation joint, and also some ankle tilt here, which is a really looks like it's a big articulation standard here. Everybody is going to need some ankle tilt here, but it's pretty cool. So you can really give some excellent poses out of this guy. And now in terms of the robot mode size comparisons, here he is next to Studio Series Bumblebee movie Voyager class Soundwave here. And as you can see, Jhiaxus almost reaches here to the height here of Soundwave. Just really amazing. And looking at the proportions here, it looks like he could really obliterate this dude right there. In terms of other robot mode size comparison here he is next to Studio Series class Bumblebee, 86 movie Voyager class Scourge, another Bumblebee movie character, that big Thundercracker, and here he is next to one of the best engineered Transformers figures here right there, that big Orbis Kingdom Voyager class Cyclonus. And here are my final thoughts on this Transformers Legacy Year 1 Voyager class G2 Universe Jhiaxus. Overall, he's really cool and really solid figure. In terms of the robot mode here, very spot on here to how you're doing the look, the colors, the proportions, the way he needs to look is really spot on to how you're doing the Marvel comic books. And in terms of the transformation, the way it comes together here, in terms of the torso transformation, it was really amazing. Much like Cyclonus, the way you tuck in the nose cone here, for transforming back from robot to vehicle mode, is really fantastic. And the jet mode is equally as spot on as the robot mode. Yes, there is some undercarriage in terms of the form of the robot mode arms, and I can forgive that because how solid he looks. And I can't wait to see what character he's going to be retold into. I'd love to hear your thoughts here on this amazing Jhiaxus figure in the comments below. Up until my next review, it's time to transform and roll out!